everybody, wake up. This is Off the Jaw. Welcome to the show, and happy President's Day.
The land of the free and the home of the brave.
That's right. It's my favorite day of the year. It's the best holiday of the year.
I think it's the second favorite holiday for me.
So what? Second to what?
St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, that's true. That's coming up.
That is coming up.
So I don't know if you know this. This is our President's Day episode.
I do now.
I decided last night. I made that. Don't worry about copyright, by the way. I made that song last night. But, I forgot the most important part.
What was that?
It's President's Day. I got my favorite president right here. He's going to sit on the table with us for the whole episode. It's Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson.
Looks just like him. You don't have a problem with that, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay. I hope it's centered on the table. He's going to be with us.
So Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, he'll be with us for the rest of the episode.
Is your favorite president?
He is now, after I saw that at Walmart.
After you saw, I don't think you can go wrong with that.
I got Funko Pops for the president. I love it.
I mean, there is a similarity there on the way he looks.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's uncanny. I don't know how they...
Uncanny.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to, I wanted to make sure we don't miss the holiday. I don't know when this is coming out, but it should be right around President's Day, and that's an important one because we know how important voting is.
Oh, absolutely.
And voting for the president. Last time I said I was uncultured because you gave me that whiskey, and I was like, I guess I'm not cultured. I didn't like it. And I realized I'm not uncultured. I just have a different culture than you. So I'm going to introduce you to my culture with my drink for the day.
Okay.
And it's a 2-part drink. It's 1 part Red Bull, which I'm sure you're familiar with.
Yeah, definitely Red Bull.
There you go. And I would take great offense if you, in my culture, if you don't accept this gift. So it's not just Red Bull. You have to dump all these Smarties in it.
So now we're taking Smarties.
Yeah.
And the whole package?
All of them.
All of them. And dumping it in a can of Red Bull.
Yeah. Keep it away from your mic, though. It might sizzle a bit for about an hour or so. Okay. So for the whole episode, you're going to hear a nice little sizzle in the background.
Okay. But just to let you know that we used to do this.
Oh, really?
Back in the day.
I thought it was my culture.
No, only we did it with vodka and Starbursts.
That's a good combo.
Yeah.
I've never tried that.
Yeah.
So we don't always have to do whiskey and alcohol. This will get you fired up.
And how long do we got to wait before we decide to take a chug of that?
You just do it when you feel. When the ancestors tell you.
When your ancestors say fired it in there? All right, let me check this out.
You can't taste it. Yeah, I couldn't taste it. It hasn't dissolved.
Not yet. I just taste Red Bull.
All right. So first subject of the day. We had our YouTube channel for 1 day, and you nuked it somehow. You got in trouble. I don't know what you did.
I'm still trying to figure this out. I have no idea.
Yeah.
We got flagged for suspicious activity.
What'd you do? What were you doing?
I uploaded a video,
and
then I went to go log on to the TV so I could see it. And when I logged onto the TV, we got deactivated.
Okay. I tried to check it last night, and it was like, it's been disabled. It's gone.
I was like, what the hell?
1 day. We didn't even do anything bad yet.
Didn't do anything bad. I mean, I didn't even post any nudes yet.
Not yet.
No. I mean, come on. So now I have to appeal it.
Well, what I saw was it said, we think you're a bot.
Yes, we think that our account was formed by a computer or a bot.
Yeah. So it's trying to detect if we're fake.
Yes, if we're fake.
I don't know how it would get that.
And I don't know because I used the email for Facebook. I used it for obviously our email.
Right. Well, maybe it's just because you made a new email and then started posting videos right away, and you let me log into it from somewhere else. So it's like logging in from multiple locations.
But that should never do anything because I can go to different terminals and log in, and that doesn't affect it.
Well, I think it was a bot that detected us as a bot. So the bots are now
the bot
doing
got us.
Bot detection.
So AI got us.
Right.
Speaking of AI, have you heard about what Meta's doing?
What, with the metaverse stuff or what?
That's they're going to roll out their new software.
Okay.
That's supposed to, I don't know how this is exactly going to work, is to detect AI photos. So if they take a photograph and they remove the background, add a different background, stick a girl on top of the pyramid, it's going to label it as an AI generated photo.
Mm-hmm.
And what their intent is to do is to try and eliminate the fake propaganda, the fake
misinformation,
news, misinformation on the net. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, which they've been really great at with
Yes.
people. I'm sure they'll be even better with bots.
So they can't do audio or video yet, which they're trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Which will go into deep faking, which
Yeah.
is completely different. Now that's completely taking your face and putting an image on another person's face and
Right.
acting like that person was somewhere where they weren't.
Yeah.
That's completely different. They haven't figured that one out yet. But I'm not too sure. I think it's a good idea and it's a step in the right direction. But I also find it very suspicious that they're rolling it out right before an election.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think they're going to take things that are real and just say, this is fake. I mean, that's what they always do. They're like, oh, this is bad or fake or misinformation or disinformation, which is, or malinformation, which is information that's true but harmful.
Yes.
So, but there's also, I mean, there have bed programs. There's like AIorNot.com. It serves like the same purpose. It's supposed to tell you whether something is AI generated or not. And it gets false positives all the time. And it'll take any regular image and say it's fake when it's not. And it's just like nothing malicious. It's just, it can't always recognize the right thing. But if you have that on top of like, I'm sure Meta's motives aren't great in doing so.
Well, you do know they got slammed for what they did by letting that Joe Biden video on.
What was that?
Well, they had the president when they had a video of him putting a sticker on his granddaughter's chest, and then someone took that video and enhanced it and made it look like he was touching his granddaughter inappropriately.
Yeah, there's plenty of real videos of him.
Absolutely. We don't need that video.
Right, you don't need to fake it. He's been inappropriate plenty of times.
Absolutely, he has been. And they got slammed because they didn't take it off.
Okay.
And according to their bylaws, it was supposed to be flagged and removed, and they didn't do it.
Yeah.
So I think that's why they started doing this, and they're coming out with it to.
They'll use any excuse. I don't know. I don't buy it. Whatever it is, I don't buy it.
And I don't. And the only reason I don't like it, well, I do like it, and I don't like it. Mm-hmm. I do like it because you know me, I can't stand all the fake garbage on the internet. It drives me crazy.
Yeah.
There's so much false propaganda, so much misled information. It's ridiculous, and people believe it. That's the crazy part. But what I'm worried about is now, according to, I believe his name is Nick Clegg, who is the president of global marketing for Meta.
Okay.
And he's gone on record multiple times on interviews and said pretty much the exact same thing, that even though that software can detect most of the AI photos, there are some that are going to get through because people are going to figure out how to get past it.
Right.
And then their board will select, if they feel that it is AI, what they can remove and not remove.
Yeah.
So now that leaves the door open to, if somebody puts something out that might be damaging to a candidate or something that's actually true, it's going to get flagged.
That's what happened last election.
Exactly.
They'll just say it's either fake or AI or Russia did it, whatever.
Exactly. And now that they left that back door open so that they can't get in trouble. If it does get removed, they're like, oh, we thought it was AI, so we removed it.
Right. We're still working out the kinks.
Well, yes, correct. Yeah. So I don't know if you knew that or not, but I thought that was interesting after you said that.
See, I don't think they should. I don't think they should be. I like how the internet is. You have to be smart enough to figure out whether something's fake or not. I don't think if they start cracking down on what should be there and what shouldn't, like, who do you trust to make those decisions? I would rather just let the people work it out for themselves. I see fake stuff all the time. Sometimes it gets me, but you should be smart enough to figure out instead of giving somebody else the power to make that choice for you, which I don't like that at all.
The only thing that makes me worried about it is, again, so many people are influenced on the internet. I saw it on the internet, so it must be true.
Yeah.
When a lot of the stories are absolutely just bogus or fake. And then you would think that common sense would prevail.
Yeah.
But apparently it doesn't.
Even without the internet, though, that's still going to happen. I mean, you think all the people that watch only, one news network on TV all day, do you think they're getting the right information?
Absolutely no.
So, like, it really doesn't matter. People are going to be dumb no matter what you do.
But I believe there are more people who believe what they see on social media versus than watching the news.
Well, people trust those news anchors, and they've been lying for a long time.
Decades.
So, I mean, on Facebook, at least there's, I don't even like when they introduce fact checkers and stuff, because even, like, Snopes has been completely politicized, and they'll say, oh, this is mostly true, whenever it's completely false, if it helps, who they want to help.
And the Meta's not only going to do it obviously they're going to roll it out on their platforms of Facebook and Instagram, but they're also going to do Apple AI, Google.
Yeah.
I think My Journey is another one.
Midjourney.
Or Midjourney, that's it.
I've used Midjourney.
They're going to indicate it with a little bit of a water sticker that's going to be on the, I think it's the left-hand corner.
See, that can be totally, you can get around that easily. Like, because I use Bing, their Copilot AI, which uses like Dolly for image generation, and I'll generate images all the time for like whenever I make music. I'll generate a picture, and I just mess with it a little bit and change it slightly, and then just hope that they haven't cracked down on that yet. So they've been coming out with so many images that people are using for their thumbnails and for their music and whatever. At a certain point, I feel like Bing is going to be like, or Microsoft is going to say, okay, we're enacting our copyright on all of those at once, because they haven't yet. They're just letting people use it freely, and that's going to change, I'm sure.
That's definitely going to change. Yeah, absolutely.
And then, another thing that they get from the AI is all of the data that they're collecting is from us. And they don't ask for permission, or if they do, it's like buried deep within the terms of service that who knows what you agree to, because nobody reads. Every time you update Apple, you're not reading it. No. But all that data that they're collecting, which is like, I don't know how we can't go back at this point,
Absolutely not.
People aren't going to get rid of their phones.
We're going to the eye in the sky.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to get away from it. We're going to be monitored all the time, no matter where we go. We'll be sitting in our car, and our voice is going to be recorded, and we're not even going to know it.
It's already happening.
Yeah, it's already happening. I mean, just look at our phones. That drives me crazy. I can't stand the phone. I'll be talking about a conversation, put my phone down, pick it up. Next thing I know, I got 13 ads on the conversation I talked about.
Yeah. Oh my God, there's some crazy stuff that'll happen. Like, Facebook does it, and Amazon does it. They all do it now. But there are times whenever, like, TikTok does it too. One time, my wife and I got into an argument, and after that, she got on TikTok, and there were TikToks related to our argument. Like, and they were like, "Leave him."
Yes.
Like, what the hell is
that's nuts.
It gets creepy. That's nuts. Yeah. It's I don't know. I don't want them to have any more control, but at the same time, I'm not getting rid of my phone. No. I need it too much.
Absolutely. Heck, we got.
I couldn't have gotten here without it.
Yeah, Alexa.
Yeah. You use that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
My wife and I'll be sitting watching TV, and all of a sudden she'll just kick on and start a conversation. We're like, nobody's talking to you.
Yeah. She's always listening.
Always listening.
Yeah.
Always.
See, I'll keep Alexa and the Google Nest or whatever. Those things, I don't want them in my house, but it's like I'm not really doing anything. It makes me feel better, but like my phone's listening. So it doesn't matter whether I have Alexa or not.
Yeah. So what I found out is when I went into her programming and I looked, Alexa actually records a few seconds of your conversation no matter what, as soon as you start speaking.
Yeah, and even if you turn some of them have options to turn off. I forget what they call it.
I don't think it stops it.
It doesn't, because you activate it with your voice, so it has to be listening to hear your voice. Because if you say Alexa and it's obviously listening already, Yeah. So I don't know if there's any way around it, and it's only going to get worse.
It does.
I don't know how. I don't know where it's going to end up, but it doesn't look good.
No.
But I'm still not getting rid of my phone.
You can't, because your generation is so stuck on that phone that you can't function without it.
I mean, that's true. I can't. I get lost every time. I'll drive the same place 50 times with the GPS, and then the one time I don't have it, I don't remember how to get there, because I only follow the map, and I'm like, I don't remember if I turn here or not.
And I bet you don't even know your own phone number.
I do. I know that.
Wow. Yeah. No, that's a shocker.
Yeah. Well, I've had the same one since I was 13, so...
Most people can't even remember their phone number.
Yeah.
They just hit a button. Call Aunt Judy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know most other people's phone numbers. I know my wife's. I know yours. And that's about it. Yeah.
I got 100-some contacts in my phone, and I may know 5 of the phone numbers.
Yeah. I don't know my parents' numbers. I don't know.
How do you not know your parents' numbers?
I don't know. It says Dad in my phone. I just call Dad,
Call Dad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed about the younger generations. They can't seem to function without their phone. Now, I'll hear all the time about how they claim that the younger generation is more intelligent or advanced than my generation was. But I kind of I cringe when I hear that because I don't believe that at all.
Yeah.
I believe that the younger generation has a wealth of information at their fingertips that we never had.
Yeah.
So it's easier to find information. It's easier to find facts. It's easier to, to get that information at your fingertips when you need it. Before, back in the day when I needed to get information, I had to go look up in the encyclopedia and figure out what the heck's going on.
Right.
So yeah, and in that sense, yes, the information is right there. So you know more because it's available. But if I take that phone away from you and I ask you those same questions, you'd be like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I
don't know.
That's true. I don't really have a defense for that. You're not taking my phone away. But,
but I'll just say,
that's what you're getting at.
That's my whole argument on that.
Yeah.
If you're going to come at me and tell me that how your generation is so much, faster and smarter or up to the times,
yeah,
then my argument is take the phone away and then challenge me.
Right.
Because then you're going to be sitting there going, I have nothing to look up.
Well, it's weird with kids now too, because like with my 7-year-old, it's like, can you get the spoons? Can you get spoons for dinner, whatever? Mm-hmm. And she's like, where? The what? Who? And then you give her a tablet and she's like Tony Stark. Like,
yes, absolutely.
I
know.
So yeah, I don't know.
It's crazy.
And we have one on the way too, which is like you tell yourself, oh, I'm going to keep them off of screens and stuff, mm-hmm. which I think we do a pretty good job of, but you can't avoid it. It's not.
Well, you don't want to avoid it because you have to have that balance of your children learning the technology because that's their future.
Yeah.
If they don't lose it, they're going to be left behind. But they also have to separate themselves from that technology and live. I mean, there's a real world out there when you walk out the door that's not technology.
Not for long. The metaverse.
Metaverse. Uh-oh.
By the way.
Wally.
Yeah. Meta. That's the first thing I thought of when you brought Meta up was the metaverse, which is like, it's been kind of a joke, but it might not be for that long. I mean, you can buy parcels of land in the metaverse, which I didn't realize because I think of AI and video or like virtual reality as a form of escapism. So it's like, oh, your life isn't going great. Video games, you can go into a fantasy world. You'll never be able to afford a house in real life, so you can go into the metaverse where you still can't afford land there.
That's
either.
Dangerous. That's dangerous.
Yeah, I mean,
because you will literally start tricking your mind into believing that is real.
Yeah,
that's where I want to be. I don't even want to be in reality.
That's where all my friends are.
That's where all your friends are.
Yeah, that's where they care about me. Right. Yeah. And there's a woman there. She sounds like a man, but she assures me she's a woman, and she has me sending her money.
And you know that for sure?
I know for sure.
You know for sure.
I give her $1,000 every week.
Oh. Ooh.
And we're going to meet in person one day. Nice. We're going to get married.
Absolutely. And she's going to turn out to be a he?
Yeah. Actually, the reason why I thought of that is so somebody that my wife works with is in a relationship with Shania Twain on Facebook. And he believes that that's who he's in a relationship with, and he's sending her money.
He knows he's getting scammed, right?
He doesn't. And he won't accept when people tell him, you're getting scammed, it's not real. And like, no, I'm with Shania Twain. And why would Shania Twain need money from you? Like, exactly. It makes no sense. But that's what people do. They get so deluded that they're like, they're so lonely and they're so disconnected.
Sad.
It is. It's very sad. It's also hilarious that somebody thinks that that happens to like lonely people all the time, and it's not getting any better. Because they're like, now you can date an AI and you can buy a real doll, which is like a $10,000 sex doll or whatever. And and then you can put your AI into that doll. And then,
you do know that all of that AI world and sex dolls,
Blade Runner shit.
Blade Runners. Yeah. Yep. It's all Blade Runner. That's exactly right.
They're going to turn on us.
They're going to turn on us. But yeah, that is a scary thought when people start detaching themselves from society to live in a virtual reality.
It's so easy to do.
You know what's going on? And the funny part about that is it's going on right now.
Yeah.
Even in Facebook land. How many people portray themselves as my life is beautiful. Look at all my Facebook pictures. Yeah. I'm living large. Everything is great. And in reality,
it's never what
completely falling apart.
And people will compare themselves to that. Mm-hmm. Like they'll say, oh, like I'll never have what this person has. And it's like, you don't want what they have. It might look nice on Facebook, but
I see it so much too. And That's probably a lot of times why I don't post on Facebook that much anymore. I mean, I do get on it.
Yeah, I rarely put anything on it.
But there's a, you know, I'm not going to say any names, but there's an individual on one of my Facebooks, and
you know who you are.
Literally, yeah, you know who you are. Literally portrays her life as if it's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Uh-huh.
You know, they're the only ones that ever done it. They have all the money, all the glitz, all the glamour. Anything you've done, I've done it 10 times better. And in reality, that is not how it is.
Yeah.
It's so far from the truth, it's ridiculous.
One day they'll, you know, it'll all fall apart for them. It usually does.
You can only hide behind that for so long.
Right.
You know, and that's what I'm saying. What happens if what would happen if all the power got turned off?
You know, sometimes when I'm up late at night, that's what I pray for. You know?
All of it.
Yeah. It would be a big change, but it might be the change that we need. Like a big solar flare will take out all the electrical grid, and then we're on our own. And yeah,
You know how
I think
crazy
about
that
that
would be?
sometimes. Yeah.
I bet you there'd be people balled up in a corner in the fetal position, just freaking out because they have no electronics.
Well, they can't talk to their AI wife anymore.
No more.
What are they going to do? That was the love of their life.
Be in a corner. Alexa!
Yeah.
Alexa!
Alexa.
Alexa! Turn on the lights, please!
Holy shit. Yeah, that's good.
I mean, that's just... Oh, that's horrible. But I always wonder about that. I do. I'm like,
Yeah.
what would happen if just the power went out? And not like, oh, the power went out for an hour. I'm talking like the power went out
Forever.
forever.
Yeah.
Like, what would happen? How many people would crumble and fall? Like, how many people couldn't survive?
That's why you got to have a plan.
Oh, yeah. I got a doomsday plan.
You got to prep. We need to get some MREs in here.
Dang, I got a box of MREs.
They'll work for soundproofing for now, but then when we need them, we can eat them.
Absolutely. They taste like shit.
Yeah.
I know.
I've tried one before.
Oh, my God. I can't tell you how many of them things I ate when I was in the military.
Yeah.
I tried.
What was your
There's only a
favorite?
couple. There's only a couple I liked.
I was going to say, what was your favorite
Yeah,
one?
there's only a couple I liked, and I actually did like the spaghetti and meatball ones. I would trade for that one. But the scrambled egg looked like vomit, and when you opened it up, you'd be like, "Oh, what in the hell?
Oh, God.
Who's eating this?" But yeah, I got that ready. Doomsday, prep.
Yeah. Well, I'm coming here because you got the firepower that I don't have. So
Yeah, I got firepower upstairs.
Yeah.
So I do have an arsenal. We got some food. I don't care what's thrown. Zombie apocalypse, bring it on.
See, that sounds fun,
That would that be fun? Would that be fun?
I don't know. If I didn't have a wife and kids, it would be very fun.
Yeah.
But when you have a family,
When you have a family,
it's not that fun. Yeah.
I mean, you're constantly got to survive and protect.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even trust anybody, even if you weren't a zombie. I would not trust you.
Right.
Like, why would I trust a zombie to begin with? But
I don't know. They never lie.
man, they never lie. Oh my! You know what else I think?
What?
Yeah, do stairs really go up or down?
Do stairs go up or down?
Yeah, do they go up or down?
Down.
Really? I
Stairs?
think they go up.
No. They go. Well, no. You build them from the bottom up.
Yeah, so wouldn't they go up?
They do go up. But what if you're going down? Can you go down the upstairs?
I think you could go down the upstairs.
Can you go up?
Because you go down, then you go back up. So stairs are made to go up.
Then how do you get back down?
That's a good question. I always just remember that. I just always wanted, just a question that pops into my head. Do stairs go up or down?
There hasn't been enough research done into
There has not. I think there needs to be more research. You know, another question that's on my mind a lot.
What?
I mean, it's going to sound odd.
Okay.
Is cereal a soup?
I've actually thought about that before, and I think it is. I think it counts as a soup.
I mean, the texture, when you're looking at it and you have your cereal and then you pour your milk in it and you take a spoon and you put it in your mouth. That's the same thing you do with
It's
soup.
the same. Yeah, it's the same as soup.
So why isn't cereal classified as soup?
I think it should be. It should be in the soup section at the store.
It would be so much easier that way.
Cold soup, hot soup.
Cool. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just one of these crazy questions I've always thought about.
It's like you get into that of is a hot dog a sandwich
I always thought that too, because
or is it a taco?
You know,
Is it a what
exactly is a hot dog a sandwich?
It's only one piece of bread. It's not two.
But
yeah,
if it's not a sandwich, wouldn't it be classified as a hoagie?
Yeah, it is a hoagie.
Would it not be a hoagie?
I think it is.
I mean, that would make perfect sense to me because a hoagie's bun doesn't come all the way open.
Right.
It would be a hoagie or
so then is
a
it
sub.
Is a hard taco? Is that a hoagie also? Is it? I mean, it fits all the criteria.
Well, a hard taco doesn't close; it stays open. So
if you get it soggy enough, it'll close.
That's a soft taco.
Yeah, a soft taco. So then, what's a soft taco? Is that a sandwich?
Wouldn't that be a quesadilla?
Quesadilla.
It's very similar to a quesadilla.
A quesadilla is a hoagie.
Is a hoagie.
There we go. We figured it out.
There we go.
Mexican hoagie.
What about a hamburger? Why isn't it a sandwich?
I think it falls into the sandwich category for me.
I mean, it's meat on 2 pieces of bread.
Yeah.
That's a sandwich.
So how would you order it if it was a sandwich? Because you can't say that. Well, I guess.
Why couldn't you?
Yeah. You could.
I don't know.
I think you would just annoy the shit out of people if you're like, can I have the cheeseburger sandwich, please?
Absolutely.
It's like, what the hell are you talking about?
Like, oh, God.
You being smart with me, boy?
Do you think fish ever get thirsty?
What do they drink?
I don't know. I mean, they breathe water, don't they?
They breathe the water. But they drink. What do they drink?
Exactly.
What does a fish do when it's thirsty?
Exactly. Just one of those weird questions. Do
Yeah.
fish actually get thirsty?
I think they do. I think that's why they're so unhappy. They're constantly thirsty and nothing to drink.
Yeah.
That's what my mama said. My
mama said. Mama said. You know another mystery?
What?
Why are there no bee batteries?
That is, I want to look that up. I bet there was a big
I mean, seriously.
fire at the bee battery factory.
Were they all bad?
They were dangerous.
Were all the bee batteries bad? So that's why they don't make bee batteries?
Yeah, I wonder why.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you have A.
They got, C's and D's.
C's and D's. What happened to B?
I don't know.
Just something to think about.
I want to show up to like investigative journalism where they like, well, I'm going to show up to the Duracell factory and be like, where are you hiding all the bee batteries?
I mean, I don't know. These are just silly questions in my head.
Okay. Okay. If you want to go on silly questions, have you ever heard of Beezin?
No.
You never beezed before?
What's bees?
All the kids are doing it.
What is it?
So Beezin, I actually brought another prop. I got a lot of props today.
Okay.
So here's what you do.
Oh, shit.
It's Burt's Bees. So I got you a fresh one. Crack that open. So there's this trick. And what you do is whenever you're...
Don't you be messing with me.
No, whenever your wife is watching Desperate Housewives and you're on the couch and...
I thought you were going to say when your wife is watching porn, bring out the beeswax.
No, whenever she's watching Desperate Housewives and you're on the couch and you're falling asleep and she's smacking you and getting mad at you, saying like, "What? Why are you sleeping?" You put a little bit of this. You sneak off, say, "I'm going to grab a drink." You put this right here, right above your eye. Do it.
Why the hell would I want to do that?
Do it.
I got my glasses on.
Take them off. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You did it light. You didn't inhale.
What do you mean inhale? I can't inhale through my eyelids.
You got to inhale.
All right, I got it.
Okay. And just give it some time. By the way, these Smarties should be cooking right about now. Might have to shake it up a little bit. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I definitely taste them in there.
Yeah.
I'm going to be off the walls here in a minute.
It's a breakfast of champions right there.
So what's the purpose of this?
You'll see.
You'll see?
Yeah. Try it next time you're on the couch and you're like dozing off. Put some bees on, start beezing.
My eyelids are tingling.
Yeah,
Does it keep you awake?
It does. It keeps your eyes open.
No.
Yeah, you start beezing hard.
Start beezing hard.
Yeah. I'm beezing right now.
Woo!
Every night.
Hysterical.
When I come home.
It does. It tingles like hell.
Yeah, and it works. I mean, I do it all the time.
And that keeps you awake.
It does, yeah. Because, she'll want to watch This Is Us or Desperate Housewives.
What if we put Icy Hot up there?
It's worth a shot.
Wouldn't it be the same?
Why don't you try it?
Way more intense.
Yeah, why don't you try it and let me know how it goes? Because I'm a little afraid of that one. You're gonna bleeding out of your eye.
Bleeding out your eyes.
I'm awake. What is it, honey?
What if you put icy hot on your eyelids and you're like, oh God, it's so hot. And you'd be like, fuck, I'm
it's so
freezing.
cold.
She says it's cold. Do you think you could cry underwater?
Absolutely. You mean like physically, or do you mean...
Is it physically possible to cry underwater?
Yes, it's got to be.
I don't think so. I don't think you can cry underwater.
Well, you can't breathe. So that might...
That puts a damper on
that might
face.
stop you.
That
yeah.
might stop you.
But, I mean, yeah, I think you can cry. Some babies are born underwater, you know.
What do we have to do to prove that? Can you cry underwater? Like if I went underwater and I kicked you in the nuts, would you cry?
See, that wouldn't work. You'd have to show me like the end of Old Yeller or something underwater. That might work.
That might work.
Yeah, we'll get an underwater camera, one of those waterproof GoPros, and you can see me watching Old Yeller underwater.
I'm gonna go. Is he crying?
Yeah, I guarantee you it'll work.
Oh, that's too funny.
I think I'm beezing a little too hard right now. I put a little too much on.
I don't know, but I never knew that did that.
It
And
works.
my eyes are tingling.
If you try it when you're tired, you'll notice the difference. You'll be like,
I think my eyelids are actually sticking. I don't know what's going on here. There we go.
did you get a bad batch?
I got a bad batch of beeswax.
Somebody laced it.
But I didn't even know that existed. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Mm-hmm. So it's a little secret for the boys out there.
So when your wife's boring you to death,
just put some bees on.
put some bees on your eyelids, and then boom, you're
If my wife had any idea how many times a day I'm beezing when she's around.
gonna be beezing like crazy.
Baby, I can't talk. I'm beezing so hard right now.
My wife yells at me all the time. She's like, "Let's watch a movie," and I'm like, "Okay." And she'll put a movie on, and the next thing you know, 40 minutes later, I'm like,
Yeah.
"I'm out. I'm gonna be beezing."
Yeah, it's good. And they should sponsor us.
They should, because now that I know that,
Now that there's
I'm gonna
another
try it.
use for their product, you know, it's a whole market opportunity for them. Starts right here.
Wow.
Actually, I saw that on TikTok for like kids out at the club doing that or whatever, and I was like, holy shit, I could try that at home.
Hell yeah! If it works, it works.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, speaking of, actually, another prop full of props. I forgot to put this up. See, I have this beautiful picture here of my wife and daughter at our wedding.
You mean my daughter and granddaughter?
Yes. But I have a better picture. And it's us on the Titanic.
That's such a great picture.
Yeah.
You got to put it on the big screen.
I know, I will. I have it here
Put that on the big screen.
just for this occasion.
Look at that.
Yeah, there it is. It's beautiful. It's truly beautiful.
What's more beautiful is your face.
I was trying to be like,
You're like, oh.
yeah. And she didn't know I was going to do it. I tried to talk her into it. I was like, take your belly out so we can get a picture like that. And she was like, no, I'm not doing it. And we got up there and I just popped it up, pulled the maternity pants down, and I was like, take the picture. I'm so glad we got
That's
it.
so great. Isn't that cute?
Yeah, and that's going to stay up there.
I can't wait for my granddaughter to come. A couple
Yeah.
more weeks.
Yeah,
Couple more weeks and she'll be here.
it's time.
It's time.
It's time.
Yeah. So tell me how that pregnancy's been.
So it hasn't been that bad, but she is at the point now where, because, you know, she was pregnant with her first 7-8 years ago. So she was like, oh, I worked right up until the end. We were, you know, I was fine. It's not the same now. You know, she can't move. I have to help her up.
First, it was a beautiful thing. Then it got restless. Now it's turning evil.
No, it was never actually. This whole time she was nauseous the whole first trimester. Then the whole second trimester, she was just like uncomfortable. And then now we're getting close to the end and she's just done. She's ready.
She's done, had enough. Can't blame her.
And every time that she's constantly like making noises and faces. And I'm like, is it time? Is it right?
It's going to get worse.
She's like, no, it's just a cramp or like whatever it is. And I'm just terrified of the whole time. Like, it's time to go. Do you need me to start the car right
She's
now?
like, will you roll over and just stop?
Yeah.
You go back to sleep.
And everybody talks about like the crazy hormones and stuff. And she's actually been great. Like she has her moments, but like The only thing really is the farts. That's the only thing.
Those are great.
Yeah. So
And then
that's
but at least she doesn't deny it.
well. She also doesn't. She doesn't know when they're coming either. She's just as surprised as I am. She'll be like, yelling at me about something like, "Oh, we don't have anything to eat here. I'm so hungry." What? And it just stops the whole conversation.
And she looks at like, did that just come out of me?
She's like, tries to talk like it didn't happen.
I have so many stories of that. For people who don't know, I have 4 children. And so my wife has had a couple pregnancies. And man, talk about some stories. And I don't know if it was the same with Allison.
Okay.
And, but when my wife got pregnant, she literally, I swear to God, lost the ability to read.
Yeah, the whole pregnancy brain thing, that's definitely real.
Because we literally had an argument one day. We were driving, and matter of fact, we were down in Robinson Township, and that's in Pennsylvania. And we were looking for baby furniture. And we're driving, and my wife just throws her hands up and goes, right there, babe, right there. We need to go right there. And I'm like, right where? She's like, the baby store. It's right there. And I'm looking everywhere, and I cannot find this baby store. And I'm like, babe, I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't see a baby store. It's right in front of your goddamn face. Will you please turn in there? And she's getting mad. And I'm like, babe, calm down.
Right.
I'm like, I don't see the baby place. I don't know. Point to it. She says, it's right there. How can you not see it? I said, baby, that's Hobbytown, USA. That's not Babytown, USA.
Babytown, USA.
And she was like, oh my God, I thought it said Babytown, USA. I'm so sorry. She's like, please don't. It's the hormones. The hormones are driving me crazy.
Yeah. Babytown, USA.
Yeah. And then she looks at me and she goes, I'm hungry. That's the reason why I'm hungry. I need something to eat. And I said, okay, no problem. Where do you want to go?
I don't know.
So I'm driving. She's like, I'm going to go right there. I'm like, right where? She's like, Smoky Beans. And I'm like,
Smoky Beans.
who? What? She was like, Smoky Beans. It's right there. And I'm like,
you mean Smoky Bones?
That's Smoky Bones.
That's great. Yeah, we've had a few moments like that where she's just, it's mostly with ours, it's like, it's her just totally forgetting things. And I'll have to sit there and like, just look at her while she gets halfway through a sentence and she's like, we really need to go to Walmart to get and then it just stops. And it'll stay that way until I say something. And I'm like, the what? And she's like, I don't know. that happens a lot. And she's like, it's because she's always the one that remembers stuff. And she's always the one that plans everything. And she's always the one that has the calendar, the schedule, all that stuff. And now that's like become kind of my responsibility. I'm like, I don't know anything. I usually listen to you,
You're the one who tells me what to do. I'm not telling you what to do. Oh, yeah. I mean, I've had so many stories. I had one time, of course, my wife's probably going to yell at me for this one. But,
I'm sure she will. Consider your words carefully before you say it.
But she was definitely raging on hormones when she was pregnant because she was getting close to the end. You could tell she was just so uncomfortable. And the littlest thing annoyed her. And she's in the car, and we're driving, and I keep hearing ching, 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 ching. Ching, 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 ching. And I'm like, what, babe, what are you doing? She's like, this goddamn window will not come down. It must be broke. I'm like, babe, that's the door lock.
Hit and unlock and lock over and over again. God, Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, we're almost, we're due in like a month and a half or less. And it's, I'm excited. We're both really excited. But it's also
absolutely.
Like,
it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. You're gonna remember it forever, and it doesn't matter. I know this is your first, and even if you have a second or third, they're all beautiful. And it's an amazing thing when you see it. When you see a child being born and being brought into this world.
Now, do I have to watch?
Yes.
You think so?
Yeah, you have to watch your first one.
I'm gonna ask the doctor. Be like, do I have to watch?
Some people can't.
Yeah. No, I'm planning on it. We talked about it. And at first, I didn't really get it at first because she was like, yeah, I want you to like be there. I want you to see what's happening. And I'm like, I'll be there. I don't know if I need to see what's happening. I want to be there. I want to be there for you. I don't know if I want to pass out. But
you might.
I might. Yeah. But no, I think I'll be able to handle it. And I get why it's important to be there and to see that. I'm just hoping I don't pass out. But we'll see.
I know when my youngest daughter was born, that was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I already knew what to expect, so I'm going in there, and my poor wife's, she's laying on there. She wants to do natural childbirth because that's her thing. She's natural childbirth. But this one,
nuts.
Yeah, no. She went in with the whole intention of doing natural childbirth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with our youngest daughter. She gets in there, and the pain just hits her to the point where she's like,
"Yeah,
I don't want to do this. Give me the drugs." But she was past that point, so she couldn't have.
They wouldn't let her.
They wouldn't let her. So of course she's gripping my hand like she always did, and basically like trying to break it because they get superhuman strength. I just don't know if you don't know that yet.
Yeah, I haven't experienced that.
But
yet.
when you get in a delivery room, she will become superhuman.
Yeah,
and literally try to break your fingers, and it's like, oh my god.
Yeah. No,
like, you're really strong.
Yeah, I have like a terrible tendency to make jokes when I shouldn't, and I know I'm going to be trouble.
You're going to get yelled at. She's going to tell you to shut up.
I know. When I want to like tell the doctor,
she's going to look at you and go, "You did this to me."
I'm going to say, "You sure it was me?" And
But yeah, like I said, the last childbirth that I was in, the doctor pulled the baby out, and when she went to go cut the umbilical cord, the blood squirted across my face. It looked like something out of a horror movie, and I didn't even realize it happened at first. And I'm like, you know, I'm more worried about what's going on with the baby.
Like, am I bleeding? What's going on? And
then I went like this, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And then my wife's looking at me. She got this look on her face like, what is all over you? I didn't even realize it. But yeah, there's going to be fluids flying. There's going to be stuff dropping. But no matter what, I'm still a beautiful thing.
Yeah. I think I can't wait for it. Every time I see somebody with a baby now, I'm just jealous. I'm like, that's, you know, when's it going to happen to me? Got a month left.
Yeah, a month left. It's going to be here before you know it. And then you're going to be up.
That's what everybody says. I know. I'll be up.
You're going to be up.
Get your sleep while you can.
You better believe it.
How about you shut the fuck up? I know. All right. This is what I signed up for.
This is what I signed up for. Damn it. Oh, but it's great.
Yeah. So, Sage, our 7-year-old, got a baby doll the other day at Walmart, and it's one that like cries and pees and makes little noises and stuff. And she was really excited about it. And she's like practicing to be a big sister. And then she gave me the baby to hold it, and I was holding it, and it's going like. And I'm holding it, and I'm like, I'm starting to get, you know, I'm like, I'm gonna get teary eyed because I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna have a baby.
And baby.
My wife's looking at me like, you're holding a baby doll. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Like, it's so special.
So real. Yeah. It's so natural.
I think it peed on me.
Oh my gosh. That is too funny. You want to play a game?
Yeah, I do.
Let's do some off the jaw questions.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. Basically, what we'll do is I'll ask you 5 questions. You ask me 5 questions.
Okay.
I don't know what questions are going to be.
Yeah.
And we'll just spitball and see where it goes.
All right.
I know this is something new. We're just trying it.
Yeah.
I have no idea if it's going to work or
maybe not.
Maybe not work.
But we'll see.
Might be a disaster. I don't know.
I hope it works.
Maybe. I don't know. Are you ready?
Yeah. You going first?
I'll go first.
All right. Shoot.
Why do kamikaze pilots wear helmets?
I've never thought about that before. But it's true.
I just always wondered that. Like, what would be the purpose of that?
Do they? Do they wear helmets?
They do. At least in the movies they did.
Yeah.
I mean, did they think they were going to survive?
I mean, I think they knew they weren't. I think that's the whole point. They know they're not going to survive. So, yeah, why not?
Maybe it was to protect against head injury.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I just always thought it was silly.
They could just go naked at that point.
Exactly.
Right. If it's my last flight, I'm going Mach speed naked as.
Absolutely. Bonsai!
Right. Exactly.
Done.
Mm-hmm. That's the way to do it.
That is exactly the way to do it.
We should let them know.
I think they're dead.
Oh, shit. Of course. Why didn't I think of that? All right. Okay. I'll come up with a question. It's, if who would play you in a film about your life? Or who would you want to play you?
Me in a film about my life. Boy, that's a good one. That's a tough. There's a lot of good actors out there. Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis?
Bruce Willis.
He has dementia.
Before he lost all that.
Okay, so Bruce Willis from like what, 1994?
Bruce Willis, Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Die
Bruce
Hard
Willis.
Bruce Willis.
Okay, it's a little cocky.
I'm a little arrogant sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know who I would pick. Maybe Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, he can do anything.
Going more.
No, I wouldn't pick Tom. I'd pick like Timothy Chalamet or something. Some twerp.
I was going to say that might. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf. That's who I would.
Shia LaBeouf.
That's who I would pick.
Yeah, who's the dude that plays Harry Potter?
Daniel Radcliffe.
Boom.
He could play
like
me.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, he could definitely play.
He could definitely play. I think that would work for you.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. He better win a damn Oscar though.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, you got another one?
Let me fire one at you.
Okay.
If money is the root of all evil, why do church collect it?
Why does the church collect it?
Why does the church collect it?
Because churches equal. If money equals evil, church has money. Church equals evil?
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
If money is the root of all evil, why does the church collect it?
Yeah. That's true.
Food for thought.
The love of money is the root of all evil, I think.
I believe so.
The lust for cash and power.
Things that make you go,
Yeah. Okay, here's the next one. If the world was going to end tomorrow and you could go anywhere with anyone, where would you go and with who?
If the world was to end tomorrow.
And you just had this evening to go out.
To go anywhere.
Yeah.
Where would it be?
You can go to Budapest with David Lynch or whatever you want to do. Anybody who's alive.
I would spend it with my wife.
Wow.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Good answer.
I would spend it with my wife and I would go to where we had our honeymoon in Hawaii.
I don't buy it.
You don't buy that?
I don't buy it. I would go to, well, now I have to say my wife. I would go with my wife to outer space.
So she can't breathe?
Well, if the world's going to end,
Oh, my goodness.
we'll go to outer space. I don't know. Yeah, of course it would be my wife.
Of course it would be your wife.
Not Ryan Gosling or anyone else.
No.
Or Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks would be kind of cool. Obviously, if the world's going to end and
Yeah, true.
I want to spend it with one person.
Yeah, see, I was going for more of a fun vibe. Like, oh, I would take Sean Penn to the top of a volcano and drop him in or something. Something, you know.
Oh.
But yes, my wife.
I gotcha. Oh, my God. If I couldn't pick
Or
my
I guess
wife.
I guess a better question would be like, who's your purge target? You know what I mean?
Purge?
If the purge happens, who
Purge is the
taking
first
out?
one's going out.
Yeah,
Oh, my goodness. Who am I taking out first?
Jeff Bezos. Somebody like that. Zuckerberg.
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Of course, he'd probably be off planet by then.
Mm-hmm.
With what's the ship? X?
I think it's called the Phallus One.
I don't know. Everything's X with him. Every time you turn around, X.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a good one. If the zombie apocalypse happened, would the vegetarian zombies eat brains?
Would they? Yeah, they would have to.
But they're vegetarians.
But they're zombies. They're not gonna. They're gonna eat brains. Maybe they're only attracted to like vegan brains.
Vegan brains?
Yeah. So that's actually how we solve the vegan problem.
That would be how we see
We get
yes.
one vegan zombie and then he'll just take out the rest of them because he's not going to go after us.
Nope.
So yeah, I think we solved it.
We solved that problem. I just always wondered that. Would they eat brains if they're vegan?
Yeah, they would.
I don't know.
They would definitely eat brains.
They'd be easy to find because they'd be gnawing on trees and stuff.
Yeah, they'd be rail thin, malnourished.
Like, leave that one alone. He's vegan.
All right, so to keep it on the zombie apocalypse, where's And this is like an easy question. What would be the first place you would go? Don't say Home Depot. You can't say Lowe's. Where would you go?
The zombie apocalypse?
Yeah, if it just,
I'm heading to Denver.
Denver.
Yeah.
Because they don't like heights? You're going to go mile high into the mile high city?
I'm going where that government has that bunker built into the hill.
What, at the Denver airport?
Well, that's what they say.
The Denver airport does have a series of bunker systems. That wouldn't be a bad place to
They
go.
have an entire mountain hollowed out.
Apparently, there's also like bunkers under Arlington, which is just wild to me. That's where they're everything falls apart. The people of power are still going to have somewhere to go.
Absolutely. That's where I'm heading.
It's like, where? Yeah, we'll get in.
We're getting in. How we're getting in, I don't know, but that's where I'm heading.
Area 51.
Area 51.
Go steal a spaceship.
What if you got there and it didn't exist? That would be a bummer.
And it's just like a bunch of guys drinking coffee.
Yeah.
Or
Just be like,
just be like they pay us.
we're lying.
Yeah.
We were lying the whole time.
They pay us a shitload of money to sit here and guard this place. There's nothing here.
There's nothing here.
They just want it to look like there's aliens.
Fooled you.
Yeah. That would be a good trick.
That pissed me off.
Yeah. Like all this time, I thought, thought there was something there.
There was something there. Since we're talking about aliens and stuff, can crop circles be square?
I actually know this. They can.
They can be square.
They can be square.
Have you ever seen a square?
I have. I don't know if it was a farmer who did it or some...
But then it wouldn't be called a crop circle.
Crop formation is what they're called in the AOP. What's it called? The aerial phenomena.
Phenomena, yeah.
The UAP community.
But you've seen a square crop circle.
I have. It's not a circle. I've seen a square crop formation, which only an alien could do.
Because why?
The farmer can't do straight lines like that.
Perfectly square?
Perfect square.
All 90-degree corners?
Exactly. Actually, probably not. I don't think anybody ever measured it.
No, 90-degree angles.
Yeah.
I got one more.
Okay.
If you swallow a burp, does it come out as a fart?
That's why we need the thermal cam, I think. I don't think you could track it. We need some kind of X-ray sonar. I don't know. You think it could be either at that point?
I'm just curious.
It's like a choose your own adventure, choose your destiny thing. It could go either way.
But if you swallow a burp, does it have to come out somewhere?
Let me try. It's going down there. I can feel. I'm trying to track it. I have to meditate and follow where it goes. I mean, it's just sitting there now. It's resting.
It's resting in your belly.
We don't know what's going to happen to it. If it comes back up, I'll let you know.
40 minutes from now.
Yeah, I'll let you know which way it comes out. Okay, I
believe we need to test that.
I don't know how we would test it, but I'm down. I'll be the guinea pig for it.
Absolutely.
If
we'll get to the bottom of that.
Or the top, depending on which way it goes.
Well, if it comes back out, is it still a burp? If you swallowed a burp and it comes back out, is it still a burp?
It's a green recycled organic burp. It's renewable resource.
Sources.
Yeah. Okay, so if the aliens showed up, who would you want to represent all of us? Who would you want, whenever they come out of the spaceship and they're like, take me to your leader, who do you want them to see?
Wow. Who do I want them to see?
Yeah. Who do you trust the most?
I don't know if trust comes into this, but who do I want them to see?
What, like just the biggest hunk?
Or is the person, are we talking about only living people?
Well, yes, but I would like to hear who you would think. Is it our boy Tommy J?
Tommy J.
Thomas Jefferson?
Could be Thomas
Jefferson.
Jefferson.
They'd be like, this guy's a freaking weirdo.
Like, why doesn't he look like his picture?
Yeah.
Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, so who would you have, if alive or dead?
Alive or dead?
Yeah.
Roosevelt.
Which one?
Theodore.
Yeah. He's the better one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's good. I don't know. I think he'd be a pretty good ambassador.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Apparently he's the one who like implemented all the national park systems back in the day, and the rumor is that he was terrified of Bigfoots.
can't even believe we're going down this again.
That's the rumor. He was so afraid of Bigfoots and, big feet. Is it big feet or
Big feet. Bigfoot.
He was afraid of big feet.
Yeah.
All of the Bigfoot out there. Yeah. And whatever other, things that go bump in the night. He said, we gotta quarantine all this land.
Quarantine all off because I'm afraid of Bigfoot.
Yeah, and that's how we got national forests and national parks.
That is one hell of a story.
So the more you know. Try to prove me wrong on that one.
That's why I don't believe in Bigfoot.
Well, Teddy Roosevelt did.
Where'd that get him?
Dead. He's dead.
Without ever seeing a Bigfoot.
We don't know. That could have been how he went out. I don't remember how he died.
Oh, my gosh. All right, where are we going?
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks?
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. To represent us to the aliens.
Well, that's what you went with.
Tom Hanks. No, it would be Vern Troyer.
Of all the people?
Vern Troyer.
Why?
It's a bait and switch. They'll be like...
I guess that would work.
They'll be like, I guess this is... He would be our ambassador. Just, in his little mini-me outfit. See how long we could keep it going for. We'd have a microphone in his ear. We'd tell him what to say. And then the aliens will be like...
So you basically want to put Joe Biden out there?
Yes, actually.
Yes. So
put Joe Biden out there.
And we'll just put a little thing in, a little...
Confuse the shit out of them.
Oh my God. They'd be like, we need to leave this planet because I don't know what's going on.
Or lost cause. Why is a football shaped like that?
Why is a football a football?
Why is it shaped like that?
Why is it called a football? You don't kick it with your foot.
Not usually.
Well, an American football.
Yeah. We're in America, by the way.
Yeah. American football. They don't kick it with their foot. Unless they're kicking a field goal or punting it. Now overseas, it's called football when they cook.
Football Americano.
Because they use their foot.
Mm-hmm. And that makes sense. Yeah. No hands.
I think Americans just want to be different.
Yeah, of course. That's the whole
purpose.
Yeah.
That's the whole purpose
That's all
of
we're
being in
doing
this country.
here.
It's just being different.
You think I want to be like you? No.
Like, why does everybody drive on the left while we drive on the right?
Because we're cool. Why does everybody else use meters when we use yards?
Yeah.
Our measurements make no sense.
Metric versus standard.
The metric, it's all like divisible by 10 and stuff. We're like,
so
no,
easy.
Like a foot is 12 inches, which is 3 yards, which is, there's no easily divisible conversion, but we're sticking with it because we're fucking different.
Because we're different.
We're special. We're exceptional.
Oh, damn it. We're different. Ain't no one gonna tell me differently.
Yeah. I think we're the only ones that don't.
Yeah. No.
Us and maybe New Zealand or some shit.
Yeah, I know when I was in the military, I had to learn the metric system because you go to different countries. Everything's in metric.
The only time I measure in centimeters is whenever I'm measuring,
No. Is that how that works?
Because it's more.
You got 100 centimeters.
Yeah.
They say if you shave it down there, you get a few extra. There's a fun question. Now that we just brought that up. Why is a small candy bar called fun size? Wouldn't it be funner to eat a bigger one?
That's what she said.
Exactly.
I don't know. Well, then they got king size.
Every woman just went, yeah, it is funner.
Yeah, fun size is just what they call it to make them feel better, You're fun size.
You're fun size.
No, honey, you're just fun size. That's all.
Baby, I love you with your fun size.
Which is, it makes it better. It takes some of the sting off of it. So, yeah, just start using that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fun sized.
I'm fun sized.
I'm a fun sized male.
Proud of it, my fun size. Wonder if that'll take off.
It should.
Now everybody's going to be calling their shit fun size.
Yeah, I identify as fun size.
Yeah, I'm a fun size. Not quite. I'm not a king size. I'm a fun size.
Mm-hmm. I think it's good. I think it has legs.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody should run with that.
We'll get it. We'll start pushing it out.
We're going to push it out there. Matter of fact, we're going to have T-shirts.
For all of our short.
We're going to make T-shirts on it.
That's good. Yeah.
I think we should.
I'm not small. I'm fun size.
I'm not small. I'm just my fun size. Enjoy my fun size. My wife does.
Yeah, exactly. Boom! There you go. To all of our short kings out there, if you want to get a fun-sized T-shirt, to be proud of it. Don't hide from it. Don't run from it anymore.
Don't hide.
I'll wear it proudly.
Nothing wrong with being fun size.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it. Nothing, honey. Tell that to my wife.
Tell it to my wife.
All right. Well, I think that's all the time we have for today. I think we're ready to call it a day. I mean, we'll be back next weekend. Definitely thank you guys for watching.
Definitely thank you.
If there's anyone still here, we appreciate it.
If you made it to the end.
Yeah. If you like it, definitely like and share. Tell everyone. Tell everyone.
Absolutely. Your support is greatly appreciated.
Yeah. And we'll be back. Let me bring it home.
Bring it home, Brian. Bring it home.
That's too loud. There
we go.
And happy President's Day.
Happy President
to everybody.
Day. Signing off.
The most important day of the year.